the guys in this mud, you need to be really careful. So guys, it's just after a rainstorm here in Cambodia. The streets are super wet, large puddles. So this is what it looks like in the monsoon season in Southeast Asia, in Cambodia, nighttime. So it's just after the rain stopped. Lots of, you see the lightning in the foreground. If you're driving, just be careful. The main hazards are like trees and poles falling, obviously floods, and gravel that's turned into mud. That'll make you slip because if you're on a motorbike, everything will, your wheels get covered in mud. So junctions like that, particularly dangerous. That's why I went so slow. During the last rainfall, I exited onto the main road and the bike slipped in the middle of the road. So just be careful. So it's a cool night here in June. It's June in Cambodia, not mid, just early monsoon season. August is perhaps the middle, so it runs from May, June, July, August, September, October. Then the high season starts, i.e. less rain and lower temperatures. Although the temperatures here are quite stable, there's not much variation. So on the left, it's really pretty lit up, is the Far Circus. So Cambodia is really impressive circus. There on the left, all the lights. I'm not sure how it operates if it's raining. Maybe it's under covers. They have like a large tarpaulin, something like that. But yeah, you need to check that out if you visit Siem Reap. So this is a big junction. I'm just going to slow down because I always slow down because it's very busy, but even more so because it's wet and there's gravel. So I always feel a bit nervous on this roundabout in the best of times, or junction. I said roundabout, it's not actually a roundabout, it's like 4 roads, but anyway. That's Soksan Road on the right. So for people into their nightlife, it's famous for nightlife, that's where you go, and backpackers. And this road is pretty much like a ring road. I'm going to just get groceries today in Anchor Market. I'm going to bring you guys along. You can check it out in another video. The video today is just kind of ride along. You're on my shoulder today, not on the bike, so it's a bit smoother, but you get I like the stability in this picture. What I don't like is that you get to see pretty much my rear view mirror on my phone. So you're just pretty much looking at the screen, because I have just the screen from the video, but so nothing private. But yeah, I like the shots from I use the Osmo, like the backpack kit, and converted. There's pretty much a converter for the pocket. I prefer the lenses on the Osmo. Sorry, on the pocket. But I feel sorry for the dogs here. They're always like scratching themselves because they get attacked by mitts or mites, all sorts of insects. So they spend a lot of their time just trying to get the insects off their fur and their coat. I feel sorry for the dogs. So I'm going to bring you on a ride along, show you what it's like in June here. I think it's a Monday night. I've had a long day. I've been working all day, so bringing you with me just on a little, I needed to, I'm going to the gym, but I won't bring you with me there, but yeah, just, I don't work all the time, guys, so bringing you with me just to, what's the word, de-stress, decouple. Yeah, just working too much today, guys. I need to step back from the office, take a recharge, not look at email, not look at Messenger for about an hour. Looking at these videos, you might think that's all I do, but actually I'm working the whole time. When you think about it, the video is just typically 30 to 40 minutes, so there's 24 hours in a day. So I'm a very productive person, so I use it wisely. But yeah, I'm not obviously filming everything, my professional activities, for many reasons, privacy, etc. Professionalism and confidentiality, I really respect those things too. So guys, this is just one of those little side roads bring you down. You see the properties here, and some of the side streets are quite beautiful. Here on the left, my left, some amazing kind of boutique hotels and villas. Just need to be careful, there's little, okay, it's a cat. I'm just looking at the cat. The cats get really freaked out, like paranoid. At night time, the cat looking everywhere. So just be careful, they might run out in front of you. Okay. So very kind, they let me past. Really cool place here on the right hand side, but it seems a bit abandoned. But I really like it. It looks really cool. There's loads of restaurants. So look, and there's like, I'm not sure if it's Korean or Chinese. There's like a mix of languages. I'm pretty good at understanding, recognizing a Khmer alphabet, also Thai alphabet, and Chinese. But sometimes I get confused with Korean and Chinese, the symbols. I'm trying to learn the pinyin a bit. I'd like to learn more Chinese. I'd like to learn actually everything, guys, but it's difficult. I'd like to learn Arabic. I'd like to learn Chinese. My Thai That's basic Thai, but nit noi. I was using an app called Drops, and I got really frustrated because basically in female, there's in Thai you say pom and chan. Female's like for I, and the female version is pom. No, this is where I'm mixed up. It's either pom or chan, and this app basically give me the female version. So I was going around saying I go, I eat. Pomgin? Is it changin or pomgin? I eat. Anyway, they give me the female version. I paid $90 or 90 euros on the App Store, and I got really frustrated. They wouldn't give me a refund. Basically, they're female Thai. It's kind of funny, but kind of sucks. It's the Drops app. I complained, but no refund. I thought it would kind of suck. Yeah, I like using Duolingo. Duolingo is cool, but they only have Vietnamese. They don't have Thai, and they don't have Khmer. So it'd be cool if they could have those extra languages. So guys, this is just on one of the big boulevards. And now I'm going to my next video show you Angkor Market.